Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a Patreon game featuring the Swiss and HyperONE here on a map designed by HyperONE, named Force of Nature. I see you didn't go with any fire and ice. HyperONE just went for suggestions to name this map that he created for the Team Liquid map contest. And everybody came up with a suggestion featuring fire and ice, and he's like, I don't need those suggestions. And yeah, so I guess it's Force of Nature. So bottom left, we've got HyperONE. And in the top right, we've got the Swiss. Excellent, excellent stuff here today. Gateway opening here from the Swiss. You may recognize these two players. They are featured fairly often. Did you just gateway block yourself? Yes. Gate block yourself, says HyperONE. Can't block my natural. If I block it myself first, says the Swiss. Oh my gosh. Hatch coming down at, I don't know, like maybe 17 or 18 supply, maybe 19 supply. Good opening. Yeah, so he cancels the gate. Oh, cancels this gateway as well. All right. So he's going Nexus first after throwing down two gateways and canceling them. Whew, this is a clown fiesta already. HyperONE games are usually some sort of clown fiesta, but the Swiss is also helping with the clown fiesta aspect here today. Are you going 3 Nexus? Are you going 3 Nexus? The Swiss? No. He thought about it. I feel like... The Rescout, says the Swiss. I just don't think that's a safe build, says HyperONE. Definitely not a safe build. No, 3 Nexus before gate for me. He was going to go 3 Nexus before gate, but then the drone came back in for the other scout for a second scout. He was dissuaded from going 3 Nexus before gate. I love that he's had gas this whole time, basically, so he has like a ton of gas. Be surprised how often it works in Diamond 3 and Platinum 1, says the Swiss. Yeah. I bet it does. I bet it totally does. A lot of strategies that are not viable at the highest levels are pretty viable around Diamond 3, Platinum 1. I don't see why that wouldn't be the case. I see. This is good conversation. I'm liking it. Cybercore finally getting started. Got another pylon back here. Like, I guess we're blocking in case Lings show up. Tried to block so the drone couldn't get in. That didn't work out super well, did it, my guy? No. Definitely not. Not even a little bit. Okay. Well, again, these two are clan mates. Well, HyperONE is the clan guy, the creator of the clan, and Swiss is a member of that clan, but they're both part of the clan, right? So, Lings are coming up. We've got Bob the Zealot here, blocking the little gap between both of the gateways. And come on, Bob, you can do it. 2 kills, 3 kills. Oh, yeah, another Zealot. 3 Zealots. That was just kind of a waste of Zerglings, HyperONE. Creep spread starting here from HyperONE. Again, a little bit late. And a third base here at 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Twilight Council opening here from the Swiss. Will it be Blink? Will it be DTs? Will it be Charge? Will it be Resonating Glaives? Blink is not very common as an opening in PvZ, but Charge and Resonating Glaives are. So let's see, let's guess. Let's guess what the Swiss is going with here today. I'm going to say Charge, right? Charge lots are super easy to use, especially at the lower levels against Zerg. And if they don't have their roaches or roaches in a correct position, you're going to kill them. I'm going for a standard 4-minute warp gate timing, says the Swiss, apparently. Yeah, not kidding. HyperONE's like, what? Well, your third base is kind of late here too, HyperONE. Like, not super duper ultra crazy late, but did he cancel and restart this? The Swiss is like, I forgot to restart it. Remember when I was like, you got a 330... Dude, he faked up there like he was going to get a third and then pulled back to go 2 base. What is going on in this game? He totally faked me out. So he thinks better of getting a third base. The Swiss doesn't start his warp gate until 4 minutes plus. The creep spread is kind of abysmal at this stage of the game. There's nothing going on here for HyperONE. He doesn't have a Roach Foreign. He's not going for a lair. He's sitting here on 250 gas and 100 gas, 300 minerals. I don't know what the plan is here whatsoever. Oh, man. Okay, so, yes, none of this makes any sense. Why are there 3 drones up here, the Swiss? Why? They rallied? Oh, they're rallied up there. No! No. Oh, actually, you know what? It wasn't a Twilight Council upgrade at all. It was a pretty fast little Templar Archives instead. So yeah, third base is now coming in from HyperONE, very much closer to 430 than 330. So crazy late third against a 2-base, the Swiss. Okay. Oh, got a hallucinated Oracle out. That's some exciting stuff. Just to put some fear of Protoss into the Zerg player, I guess. But it is charge. It is charge getting researched here by the Swiss. Excellent. Love to see a charge here. Love to see a macro hatch from HyperONE 2. I'm not being sarcastic here. These are feelings that I'm honestly having at the moment. I like the charge. I like the macro hatch. I'm not sure I like much of anything else that's going on in this game for both of you players, but you know what? This isn't pro stuff. This is fun Patreon stuff, right? Right. HyperONE's a patron of mine at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for $10 a month. Gives him the right to send me any replay once a month, and I'll cast it, no questions asked. And this gives him the chance, too, to show off his map, right? As part of the Team Liquid map contest. This is Force of Nature. So what's crazy about this map, right? That's what I always like to ask. Are there any gold bases? Nope, a Rich Vespine Geyser base here. And where's its corresponding one? Over here, left side, right? So a lot of places do expand. Third base coming out from the Swiss. The Lynx have something to say about that. But there's enough Protoss here to shove those guys away. They're going to get some damage done, but nothing really long-lasting whatsoever. The shields didn't even get down to 0 in that situation. So, fine. I mean, at least know that the third base exists. Getting information is nice. Zealots have charged. Man, I feel like if 12 charge lots showed up right now, I just think HyperONE would die. I do. He's got nothing. He's got 6 Lings out. 6 Lings on the map. This scouting by HyperONE is also very good. Like the drone scout, first one, second one was great. Third one, I think he had a third one. The Overlord comes in too, sees the Templar. He knows about the Templar Archives because an Archon was shooting him a second ago. Yeah, I mean, armor value right now is 26 to 19, but a lot of that is Queens from our guy HyperONE, and Queens really kind of suck against charge lots, especially if we've got, I don't know, some Stalkers maybe supporting. Maybe a little Guardian Shield here on the sentries, helping against that Queen attack too, as it is ranged. Well, sometimes it's ranged, sometimes it's close up. Fourth base coming in from HyperONE at 656. And another gateway here from the Swiss. So here's the thing, man. You let a Zerg player sit back, get up to 4 bases, 5 bases, they're going to kill you. It is very, very hard to handle a situation like this, where a Zerg player has been allowed to do whatever they want for the first 7 to 8 minutes, because they're going to get up to 60, 70, 80 workers, get up to a hive, get up to whatever tech they deem viable, and just overwhelm you. Baneling Nest finally coming up at about 720, donating some Lings to the cause here, killing absolutely nothing. Cool. So 36 to 32 army supply. It's 20 Lings and 11 Queens here. I don't know. Production tab says more Lings with no attack upgrades and no armor upgrades and no Banelings whatsoever either against charge lots, Archons, sentries. This is tough. Do not get distracted by this Overlord. Just go kill him. Hallucinating a Void Ray in the mix too, just so HyperONE thinks, oh no, he knows there's no Stargates. He scouted that stuff. So sending the Void Rays over that way. What is this? What is this? I do not. Okay, maybe thinking there was a base down here. I don't know where the Swiss is going at all. So the Void Rays at this point, HyperONE should recognize those aren't doing any damage. Target firing at this Archon. This poor guy. Super dead. The Swiss hanging out the rest of his army down this way. And they're like, huh, there's not a base here. Neat. I guess we'll go home. We're going to kill these rock. The Swiss is just really indecisive right now. Dude, 14 drones. All right. So so the Swiss allowed the Baneling Nest to finish. He allowed more lings to be created, more banelings to be created, and just kind of went home. HyperONE still at 77 workers. The attack was just too late to slow him down. And if it's a feint, it didn't do a super good job of it. So look, these Zealots would have been so much better before the banelings existed. A little nice surround there. I mean, the Archons are still moderately alive. The baneling count is 1. Not that you want those against Archons anyway. Dude, this bonus versus biological is kicking in the Queens. I don't know what the Queens are trying to do there. That looked like a move command that just the pathing all sorts of screwed up. So cool. That's a 7 kill, 19 kill, 10 kill, and 11 kill Archon group. I love this one sentry being like, pew pew, I'm helping. HyperONE gets knocked down to 3 bases. The Swiss is at 3 bases, and Swiss is like, that's cool. That's a fine situation. I'm going to get a 4th base of my own. Going to continue to get upgrades. Neat stuff. And yeah, sad times for HyperONE. So he lost a base. He's going to replace it by going top left with it, which is fine. So, I mean, what? We got a ramp. It's a wide ramp leading up to this. Got a little choke here. Ramp here. I don't know. How do we feel about this map? It's nice that the Rich Vespine Geyser base is easily harassable. Got high ground you can harass those minerals with, which makes it even less likely to be taken in situations like that. We obviously had these rocks that were knocked down, giving access to this area a little bit more easily, maybe defending it a bit more easily too. Zerg might do that. And HyperONE is retaking his 4th base. So good. Good on him. He's got Lings, Banes, Queens. He's getting a Lurker Den. He's getting an Infestation Pit. Maybe some Neural Parasite. Maybe some Fungal for these Zealots would be nice. Fungal for the Zealots with Banelings crashing into them would be cool. Also a Dark Shrine warping in from the Swiss. Oh, free Banelings. Well, not free. They got some... Wow. They took a few Zealots with them there. That was not even close to free. No, this is really effective stuff, man. Rolling Banelings. Do not... Okay. It almost didn't make it... Oh. Run! Run forever, probes. Don't stop running. I feel like they're going to stop running at some point. This is going to go really poorly for them. Ooh, the Banelings didn't chase him. Oh, saved. Had to recall the majority of his army to do that, but he did it. Okay, Archons against Ling Bane. Full surrounds are nice on the Zerglings for sure, but I guess they have 1-1 now. Hydra's really good against Archons, and historically have always been. And then Charge Lots on the follow-up against the Hydras, because the Hydras suck against Charge Lots. Alright, well, HyperONE's going to lose his 4th base again. Tragically. What do we got over here? Is there a DT? There's a DT. Just killed a queen there. That's nice. 13 Banelings in production. DT Archon Stalker. What in the name of Thurticus McNewton is this? Banelings crashing on those Archons. Archons are cool with that. Oh, free Hydras rallying into death. But the Lurkers, the power of the Lurker. Its ability to be so awesome at the lower levels of StarCraft that it's not even fair. It's a 7-kill DT, though. If he kills all the Lurkers, then the rest of the army is great. What the heck is going... Oh, Charge Lots. Is there a Warp Prism somewhere I don't know about? How are you getting stuff in here? Units tab says no Warp Prism. Okay. Guess we're just walking in. Oh my gosh. Sniping the Hive would be so cool. +2 attack. Charge Lots pretty awesome. They're like, can we kill these Hydras? He's not sure. You know what sad is? I think if he'd... Yep, if he just targeted the lair the whole time, he could have killed it. Or if he just focused on the Hydras the whole time, he could have killed them. But instead, he did nothing. He was indecisive. He went back and forth, and neither of the things died. You just gotta commit at some point, man. That's usually the case in StarCraft. Alright, slow warping in more DTs. Production tab for the Swiss is full of things. Blink. He's getting, well, Blink DTs. Sorry, Shadow Stride. He's getting additional gateways. He's going to expand to this right side base. Not the Rich Vespine Geyser one, but I think the Swiss is pretty pretty much winning this game. He's got 69 workers to 59 of HyperONE's. Army value for HyperONE is bigger, though. And the lurkers, again, are a bit of a problem for Protoss lovers at around Diamond 3, Platinum 1, which the Swiss is. Killing creep would be pretty fantastic, too. Stargate on the way. We all know the incredible, life-changing power of carriers at this level of StarCraft. If lurkers are good, guess what else is good? Carriers are really good at this level, too. Because what is this? It's a Hydra Lurker army, right? Hydra Lurker armies get mowed down by carriers. These DTs just trying to buy time while we head down and try to put some fear of DTs into the HyperONE down here to the south. They're gonna be Archons. Like, Storm is not really part of the repertoire for the Swiss here today. Oh, a real Void Ray. That's an interesting idea, because you're like, HyperONE, he knows I had hallucinated Void Rays that I was sending his way, but what if a real Void Ray shows up? Will he then consider it not real? That would be neat. I wonder if that's enough Hydras to actually take these Zealots down, even if there isn't any Lurker support. That's a lot of Hydras. And they do have plus... no, they don't. They have armor, and they have range, and they have speed, but they don't have plus... there you go. +1 missile is on the way right now. So, HyperONE's economy, he's catching up, man. Base count, anyway. Okay. I do not recommend running directly through Lurkers like that, but alright. Have there been any observers? There are 3 observers on this... Oh, here's one. Well, there's one right there. Crikey. Oh, no. Spellcasters. Vipers are here for HyperONE. Zealots going to town inside that drone line. Absolutely massacring it. We've got... Okay, so kill the Queen and then focus the Hive. Or focus the Hydras. Again, take your pick here. Take your pick. The Hydra is not doing super great, as historically has been the case. Hydra versus DT is not a battle you want to see in Brood War. Oh, abducting the DTs back from getting too close to the Hive and killing them. Sick abduct play. Like I always say, spellcasters will defeat non-spellcasters at this level of StarCraft pretty much every time. So HyperONE using the abducts. The Swiss has not been using Storm or anything. I'd really like to see carriers. I just feel like carriers would be insanely good against Hydras like this. Assuming you're getting up to 3 to 4 to 5 to 9 carriers, right? Which, can you afford it? You're spending cash really well. Lurkers are completely shutting down this third Nexus, though. Probes, full evac. They could, I mean, saturate this space, or... This space is pretty saturated, though. Yeah, so that's the thing. Hydra Lurker really strong against Protoss at this level. Storm is good. Immortals are good. Void, okay. Free War Prism and free Void Ray. Bad rally. Bad rally. Ugh. Is that another dead Void Ray? But it was. 3 Void Rays have died, so sure. So, it's just one of those things where you need a specific comp to deal with it, right? It's going to be Immortals are really good against these Lurkers, especially in number. Storm is useful. Really useful. But again, the giant key to this whole thing is carriers, right? If you just have 8, 9 carriers, it kind of just wins against this. But as it stands... no. So the Swiss says, I'm going to do the thing where I can't deal with the enemy's army, so I'm going to go try to kill their base and engage with a base race. Did we just Blinding Cloud a pylon there by accident? Was there some... Okay, I must know. Was there something to... Oh, there were cannons there. Good. I was like, did you just Blinding Cloud a pylon for some reason? Oh, it's so good. Dude, Blinding Cloud abducts. Look at this guy. Look at HyperONE using the spellcasters like an absolute boss. Charge Lot Archon, pretty good composition. That just happens to be pretty much destroyed by Lurkers in general. Yeah, so Natural Hatch gonna die, but the natural base of the Swiss is dead. And the whole main base of the Swiss is dead, including, no, the Dark Shrine is under direct attack. The Hive is dead. We knew that would probably happen at some point in this game. I don't know what's in this egg, but it's gonna die. Dear Hydralisk. Yeah, had about a 1.5 seconds life there. Not great. Macro Hatch, gone. Lurker Den gonna get focused down. So both players are trading their entire main bases with the vast majority of their tech, if not all of it. We're just going to keep going here. Yeah, I mean, Lurker Hydra, great against buildings. Great against probes just because, well, probes don't have a lot of HP anyway. Yeah, this Archon group looking hot. 11 kills, 12 kills, 11 kills. Some of that is probably Broodlings, but I'll allow it, I suppose. Hydra Den down. Evolution Chamber gone. Twilight Council dead. Templar Archives maybe will die. These Lurkers aren't doing anything. That's one of the deals in situations like this. You want to have every attacking unit you have killing something at all times. If you have Lurkers just doing absolutely nothing for you... Ooh, they left the Forge that's upgrading and the Templar Archives. So they're going after cash, which makes sense. This is actually turning into a pretty dicey situation from Hyper. It's very close, actually. Buildings right now. There are more Protoss buildings available, but man, this Hydra Lurker DPS is nuts. Gonna be a close one, I think, says the Swiss. Yes, it is. Make sure you don't leave any extractors behind. But look at this. Hatch here. Hatch here. Yeah, no, I think that's it. I don't see... trying to hide a Nexus up in his main, hoping that HyperONE, once he kills everything he can see, he'll go home. That'd be, if that works, that's going to be amazing. Yeah, look at this. So if the Lurkers don't check this corner, it's going to be a bad time for HyperONE. Okay, now it comes down to finding these extractors, which I think HyperONE is being revealed. No, HyperONE throwing up a base on the right side. That's his last bit of cash. Nope, this was his last bit of cash. Dude, look at this. Look at this. Look at how much HyperONE is not seeing this. Oh my gosh. The Swiss, you madman. You madman. Look at him coming home. He needs to split up his forces. Just check every corner of the map. It's just tough because if you send like just zealots around. Yeah, so hatch, hatch, hatch. Bottom right corner. He recalls some of his army up here to defend this, but I don't know that defense is what you want to do. It's 16 workers for HyperONE and 1 for you, the Swiss. If you let this game turn into something that goes longer, I think the worse it is for you. HyperONE using his entire army. No, no, no. Don't get sucked into that. Don't get sucked into that. Just kill the extractor and get out of there. Just run. Run. Yeah, zealots are fast enough. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They're coming down. They're going to scout this guy. HyperONE not chasing in time to save it. Okay, hatch down, run. Hatch down, run. Hatch down, run. This one got canceled. Is this it? Structures tab tells us this is the last base from HyperONE, and he is defending it. He does have 15 drones, and they are coming to work. But there are no tech structures at all from HyperONE. No, don't engage into this. There's Lurkers. You don't have any detection. Quick check. Yeah, no detection. All right, so that's your game. That's your ball game. Everybody is going to die here for the Swiss. Didn't keep an observer alive. And as a result, these Lurkers got so much done today. 20 kills on that guy. So look, HyperONE has cash. But what really matters is that he's got a 72-26 army lead. And these... Ooh, look, there's an extractor down here. Okay, so HyperONE built another extractor. Yeah, just a second ago. Probably canceled this hatch. Made an extractor here. The Swiss has some money left. Oh, no. No. Do not send your zealots into Lurker Town, my friends. Good game, well played, says the Swiss. It's over. HyperONE goes, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. I think that's probably a reasonable take on this whole thing. That sums it up nicely, said the Swiss. And bam, HyperONE is your winner in 22 minutes and 43 seconds. Woo! That was amazing. That was a super, super fun CVP. Woof! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So GG, our guy HyperONE, he gets that win. Resources lost 47,000 for the Swiss and 34,000 for HyperONE. It's spellcasters and it's lurkers, right? Using lurkers in Vipers and Hydras at this level is just, you're going to defeat pretty much any Diamond 3 Platinum 1 player you come against as HyperONE. It's just too strong. If there's not any Storm, if there's not any carriers, this composition is just super good. But the thing is, once you get up into the Diamond 1, Masters 3-ish level, everyone knows how to use Storm at that point, and they will sky toss you if they recognize you're going for lurkers, and then you're like, well, these were effective for a while, and now they are not. It's very tragic when that happens. 'Tis the nature of StarCraft, though. Just, some stuff counters other stuff. Oh, amazing. Like, truly, 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 truly amazing stuff. Well done there, HyperONE, getting that win. Yeah, end of the day, this is his life. I'm impressed he kept these drones alive, too. Like, 10 points for that. But in the end, spellcasters versus not. That's our lesson today, as sometimes happens in these mid-rank madness-esque games. But okay, that right there is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.